Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman Podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack. How the hell is it going today?
I got a problem today waiting on women. Has anybody ever waited on a woman before?
Waited on a woman? What do you mean?
We waited on Kendra for 4 hours last night for her to get ready.
4 hours you waited on Kendra?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude,
Well, it was more like waiting for her makeup artist to get there.
Yeah,
Oh.
her makeup artist that she brought down from New York got stuck coming over the Walt Whitman Bridge into the city. And she came downstairs. It didn't look like I had more makeup on than she had last night, I thought. Yeah, I thought she was going to come down like all dolled up
Nah,
and shit.
it wasn't crazy. I mean, she probably got her hair done too and shit like that. So,
and then she didn't like her top. So we waited for 4 hours. She come downstairs. We couldn't go. We couldn't. Already, this is like 9 o'clock at this point. Oh yeah, 9 o'clock. She's like, I gotta change my top before we leave. She goes upstairs. She made it down before I gave her 14 minutes. 15 minutes, or she just made it under that.
Yeah, she had 1 minute to spare
We got to the show with like 3 or 4 fights left.
Okay.
at the ECW arena.
You guys were the Cage, what was it, Cage Fury? Last night?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was, yeah.
So, but Hack, you are one of the most impatient people I've ever met in my
They
life.
can't believe I know.
And this shows how much you actually adore Kendra, is the fact that you
He
waited
literally
to-
said, he goes, dude, she's one of the only people that I'm willing to wait for.
Like Trump is one of them. Oh, God. Like Kendra's, I know the list is far and few between under that.
Well, okay.
No, but we were with Bobby. Shout out to Bobby. He brought us along. We were at the UFC hotel, and Bobby had a couple of his people that he represents. Cole Marchetti. He's a high school pitcher that's going to be going to Rutgers this upcoming year. So look out for him.
He's a Jersey kid. Dad's a state trooper. I think he's from Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Jersey kid going to Rutgers. And
He's got a fastball. His best pitch that he likes, 94, 95.
yeah, Hack was getting the scouting report.
Yeah, well, you have to, man. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, just to talk to him and bullshit with him, but it was so funny. So I had to bring up NIL. You know what I mean? And like, he was looking at, what did he say? He was looking at Maryland as a possibility.
Yeah, Maryland. It might have been
somebody else
Virginia
said he was gonna play
or
this
something.
year.
Michigan, too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, and then I asked him about NIL money, and like guys on his team, and he got this look on his face, and he's like, nobody talks about it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, is guys on your team making money? He goes, yeah, they are, but nobody talks about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like nobody knows how
Rutgers
much anybody's
baseball.
making. But I'd imagine. See, like that's a little bit different. Like the big guys in I guess like football or basketball are like it's pretty public.
It's you set the table. Almost.
Right, like it's pretty
Like,
public.
he
Like
gets 12 million that one,
right.
like the one kid gets.
Baseball's I mean, it's definitely not. College baseball is not as like out there as it, like football and basketball and stuff like that. So I imagine. I mean, he said what did he say? The highest guys were probably like on his team were getting what like $200K or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
50 to up somewhere
like,
around.
yeah,
there.
Wow,
like
that's
50
crazy
up
for
to, like,
Rutgers baseball.
Right,
You know?
like
I know.
and he said there wasn't that many. I think he was saying, but
A 32-man roster.
Well, let me ask you, Hack. When you were like, active wrestler, did you and the boys discuss like payoffs with each other, or was that kind of like kept, private?
I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, some of us all knew what we were making. You know what I mean? But and the guys that I was close to, I knew what everybody was making. You know, because I'm that kind of guy. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Well,
but I wouldn't go asking Stevie what he was making, or no, I just wouldn't bring that up.
right. Last night,
We don't punch down.
I guess last night, how was it hanging out with Kendra for the first time since the final match?
She's the same girl she was last time we met.
Okay.
She hasn't changed a bit.
That's awesome.
Even though she turned on you at the mat, you know.
Yeah, you were able to forgive her. You were able to find it in your heart.
Bygones be bygones. Let me wait 4 hours for you.
That was cool. Yeah.
Her husband's hilarious. Chuck is freaking hilarious.
Shut up.
Chuck was
Chuck.
cracking us up all night.
Yeah.
And then the boxer kid was cool.
Brandon Pizarro.
Brandon Pizarro, Philly boxer, 22, 2-1.
Okay.
He is currently right
26 years old, just had his first kid. Started when he was 16. He got his. He's only had like 25 fights. 9 of them were his first year, but COVID hit him. So that COVID knocked down some of his career. So now he's working on like maybe 5, 4, or 3. Now he's down to like 3 a year.
Oh, you were saying he was telling you guys about like cutting weight and stuff for his fights.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What process does he have to go through as far as
Well,
like weight
he
cutting?
was just kind of explaining because like when you're watching UFC and everything like that, like to me, it almost kind of doesn't make sense why like weight cutting is almost even a thing. You know what I mean? Like why it was ever implemented or anything like that. And then I'm like, well, why don't people just walk around at the like weight that they fight at? And obviously, like I know it's like a disadvantage, but it's like all you hear is fighters complain about how they don't want to cut weight. They don't want to cut weight. Well, it's like,
if you walk around at
why is everybody cut weight?
I'm just making up a weight. Like if you walk around at 165 and you want to fight at 165, that's fine. But there's going to be a guy that walks around at 200 pounds that cuts down to 165. But by the time he fights you, he's going to be 200 pounds.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Weight cutting, yeah, I know, but weight cutting shouldn't even be a thing. Like a guy who's 200 pounds shouldn't be able to cut
Wait the
and go
fuck
fight.
dude
just
on
the
the
way
scale
it's always
before he
been.
gets
I know,
into the
but
ring.
it's stupid.
Well,
Don't give him 48 hours to put on. Well, and he would say the most he could put on was 15 pounds in a day, and that's just water. You know, a gallon
He
of
said
water,
8 of
7
it's water.
pounds.
Yeah.
But what you should do if you want to get rid of the guy's weight cutting, because weight cutting is very dangerous to the body.
And then having the fight,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know
match
why it was-
after it.
But what you should do to eliminate it, all you have to do is this. It would be so simple. You move everybody up one weight class from what they are, and then it goes away.
I know, but then somebody else would still figure out another work for it.
I
The
guess.
only way to do it is what you weigh is when you get into the ring. Now he said that what was the thing he had? The other guys that you want a certain guy that you don't want to fight him at 242. We wanted to fight a guy at 240. So we put a $1 million a pound freaking thing into the contract.
Oh, if he was over, that, you had to pay.
If any pound he was over that weight, because he thought that was his best chance of beating that guy at that weight.
He said you wouldn't think it, but 2 pounds makes an entirely different difference.
I know, and I'm
That's
like, serious? He's like, yeah, dude, it's crazy.
I guess like the power behind your punches and stuff.
It's
and
crazy.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
but I learned a lot sitting there talking with him, and I and I know that cutting that like 30 pounds, dropping 30 pounds and having to fight like a 6-round box match is crazy on your body.
Yeah.
And it's got to be on your brain too. And then like the elasticity of your skin. Just think about that. He's like, I'm not worried about that until
Yeah,
later
that's
in
what
my
I was
life.
saying. He was like, yeah, by the time you get it, you're going to have flabby ass skin. And he was like, yeah, probably. Like, I guess when you're older, because all the up and down weight fluctuation, cut and stuff like that. Like later on in life, you have flabby skin, but.
Hack, I want to also ask you about, you guys got to meet Dana White's bodyguard last night as
Dustin,
well.
yeah.
Dustin. You got to meet him.
Oh, dude, yeah, straight killer, that guy. Right? Yeah, he was worked for like BlackRock. I don't know. He was one of those
investment group. I don't
Fraggle
know.
Rock? No. Look up BlackRock.
Okay.
Those were the guys that were the first guys on the ground in Afghanistan when the war started.
Yeah, this guy pretty much seemed like he was John Wick. In person.
And all his friends, like it was crazy. I asked him, I said, when you found out about this, I said, how long ago did you have a guy on the ground here? He goes, 2 months ago. Like, answer me that quick. He had somebody scouting out this hotel, everything 2 months ago.
That's crazy.
For this. He had
months in
16
advance.
guys last night. When I guess I was talking to him maybe while waiting for Kendra. He had 16 guys somewhere working in the hotel. There was guys out signing autographs. They had guys at the press conference or weighing at the arena, or whatever it was. But he was not a big guy. But you just know, like, I was asking him all kinds of like logistic stuff, and it's like fascinating just to hear like what they go through.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. And you got big UFC tonight. I know Ty and all you guys are going to the fights tonight, the UFC. So that'll be an awesome time. Want to report on our next show for that one. But
as always,
Hack, I gotta ask. This is a big. We love talking about this. This is one of your favorite topics. Is the sale price for sports franchises? We've been. You always love. You always love going over this, and we always talk about the numbers for these things.
I talked to him. Yeah, a year ago, I was telling when somebody bought somebody, I was like, "This shit is crazy."
Well,
this dude made $2 billion in fucking 292 days.
Now, the amazing. There's a lot of politics and stuff wrapped up in this deal.
A lot of bullshit in this story,
and
a lot of total bullshit.
And
in this story.
There's something in this deal where it doesn't just seem right to me.
Bobby said something about this last night. Bobby said that once LeBron found out about the last guy, do you remember this conversation? Bobby said something about last night that pissed LeBron off, that he didn't have a chance in LA, and then that's what pushed LeBron out of LA.
The sale of the
that
team,
last sale. And then I think he assumed that he was going to have more going forward with the organization. And then that sale happened. And then that's when he pushed to get out of town.
Okay, so when Winners bought the franchise, he also owns the Dodgers. And I guess when he bought the Lakers, I'm assuming that's what Bobby meant, where it was like that sale from the Buss family to him being the majority owner is what kind of told LeBron, my time here with the Lakers is over.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah, and because especially when I was telling you, it was like, why the hell did they get Djokovic or whatever?
Luka.
Why the hell did they get Luka? And then next thing we know, LeBron's leaving. You know, that didn't make, I thought they were getting Luka to make a run for some championships there. And then LeBron's leaving, so that kind of makes sense to me what Bobby said.
Yeah.
Well, they had, a year and a half?
Together.
Year, yeah. I mean, and this is kind of like passing of the torch, like LeBron, like out goes LeBron, you're handing the Lakers now over to Luka.
Yeah.
Type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and they're also the third team in the
Lakers. And the Lakers knew, LeBron's time was only limited. They needed to make a move to get another star there. One, to get other people to go there, and to stay relevant as a franchise.
Yeah. So, when was Luka signed by the new owners?
There was a trade.
Was that
it was
right
a trade.
before,
It was a trade.
whatever. Did that happen with the new owners or right before the new owners?
No, he was already
Not
signed.
These new owners, the other new owners.
Yeah, he was already signed.
Oh, he was already signed before that.
Yeah.
So then maybe they brought in Luka for the sale.
Well, maybe the Buss
You know
family.
what I'm saying? Do you want to buy that team when you know LeBron's in that? LeBron could retire at any minute.
I mean, bringing in Luka definitely ups the worth of your franchise.
It's the Lakers, though. I mean, if you're talking about marquee,
Yeah, but it's the Lakers. But look what else is in town now.
yeah, you got a
look
lot.
at
doesn't
the
matter.
other
You're
two
still
teams.
owning you still say I own the Lakers. Like
Right,
that's still a thing.
And it's
But they're not. They don't carry the cachet that they used to.
Sure.
well,
Yeah.
Would
That's
you
fine.
agree with that, Pat?
Yeah.
That the Lakers don't carry the cachet that team used to.
It's been gone since Kobe.
okay. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, I think we all agree.
yeah,
with
but
that.
there's still. If I said
I
There's
get
still
it,
like
that
the
it's the
top
Lakers.
three like most recognizable sports franchise on in the planet.
if I
probably.
said NBA teams, the top two franchises, them and the Knicks, those are the marquee franchises easily.
I'm saying
in the
like
league.
as far as like recognizable franchises like
Across the world?
across the planet.
The Lakers are that, like absolutely. And
Yeah,
I mean,
and maybe across the way the Bulls, just because Michael Jordan's still beloved by
The interesting,
whoever, but,
thing
Well, the
about
down was you're right when Kobe did between Kobe and getting LeBron.
there was some down years. Yeah.
Okay.
But like the Lakers and what? The Yankees are probably the two most recognizable
I
franchises.
would say them as well as the Cowboys and probably like
the Cowboys, yeah,
Manchester
right.
United and Liverpool.
The Cowboys might be number one.
Probably.
Yeah, well,
And the Lakers having to
American
win. The
teams.
Lakers having to win the championship in the bubble definitely takes away from that cachet.
Yeah.
Well, nobody even
Kobe.
knows that really. Nobody even cares.
That's what I'm saying. Is
right.
that nobody cares because it's
And
the bubble
forgot
championship.
That. I forgot that.
the interesting thing about this sale is how quick it came together. You're talking about a $12 billion deal
No,
that
that's
came
such
together.
a bullshit lie.
It came together in 6 days.
That does not. You don't do a 12 billion. They're saying 30. I heard they're on the guy. Somebody on McAfee was like, "Oh yeah, this deal all just came together in like the last month." And I'm like,
I
that
heard
is the
6
biggest piece of horseshit.
These things take months and months and months to take
Well,
place.
and that's it's a deal depending on everything else going on.
Well,
Well, you
I
know
want
who's
to
on
throw.
The
Hold on.
ink might
You know
not
who's
even
buying
be
it,
inked
right?
yet.
Hold on, I want to throw in the caveats of the deal here. So it's Bob Iger, who was
Yeah, it's
former
at Disney.
Disney CEO
For
and,
years they had him, lost him, and then brought him back.
and
yeah.
the one brother of Jared Kushner.
yes,
So there's a lot
and
of
that's Trump's who's.
Trump's
like son-in-law.
It's his son-in-law.
I know, but how? Who's he married to?
It's-
Trump's daughter.
Ivanka is married to Jared Kushner, the brother of this Kushner.
Okay,
Okay.
Right.
That was the thing.
So
that
who
I
the
couldn't
fuck do you think
figure out.
pushed it all through?
Now,
Exactly.
Now, Hack, let me tell you the other political implications of this. Winners is currently being implicated in an FBI probe of his finances and some of the
Who's Iger's?
No, not Iger, the old owner who sold to Iger. Okay? Now, this guy who owns the Dodgers had the Lakers as well. So he had the Dodgers, he bought the Lakers. His loans are being investigated by the government. Now, when the Dodgers met with Trump recently,
His loans are being investigated. Do you know who the loans are from?
there's some whispers it might be from like United Arab Emirates and places like that as well. So now, Hack, get this.
Which is no problem. You're allowed to be a silent partner.
But here's the other thing, okay? When the Dodgers recently went to the White House, he gave Trump a World Series ring, and now you sell the Lakers to his son-in-law. There's some maybe we're trying to.
No, that makes total sense.
Do you know what I mean?
And
The
as long
politics
as I
behind it.
sell to your son-in-law the Lakers, you can look past my previous financial.
Is how it kind of looks.
You know, that
And you made $2 billion in less than a year that you owned the Lakers.
Right.
Because how did you go from saying this is my dream in life to own the Lakers to then 290 days later deciding that was no longer the dream in your life? I
didn't know about the ring thing.
No, but
And that whole. I knew once the Kushners were involved, it's Trump.
Yeah.
You know that I didn't
But that's-
care to delve anymore because I knew it was all bullshit. Whatever
But
the news is
it's
telling me, and I might never find out when it's real.
It basically
Yeah.
sounds like Trump's like, I will pardon your loans if you sell my son-in-law the Lakers.
Yeah, I'll
mean,
make sure the DA's not going to go after you for anything. We're not, and of course, and then if you also think about it too, like the Arab tie also.
Because Jared Kushner, he's not involved in this current, and I don't want to talk a whole bunch of politics in the show,
But he was sent there
he's
as
not.
an ambassador.
He's not in the current administration.
I know, but he was sent there as an ambassador.
But yet he's over there as an
Right.
ambassador.
Yes.
So if you just look at this objectively,
Not my problem.
if you just look at this objectively and take out politics and just look at it how it is, it looks like what it looks like
Dude,
to
you
me.
could take away the names and plug in any other names of any other business of any
It
no
look-
politicians, no nothing. You
it
know what
looks
I'm
how
saying?
it looks.
Right.
So-
It is what it is. This is backdoor deals all
Yes.
across the planet.
Well,
in any
the
sense of the
Trump,
word.
I can't imagine how much that this presidency is meant to Trump. And apparently he learned from the last one. But the last one was his last presidency was a little bit different because he had so many more fights to fight. And instead of worried about, hey, how can I bring money into my family? This presidency, he was much more welcomed into the position, had a lot more fucking knowledge going into it, and started making money for his fucking family.
Well,
fucking
let
the
me-
second
well,
in office.
When we get off air, I'm going to argue about what they're charging on Truth Social for his advanced posts. But
What is it? 100,000,
It's so
17,000
absurd.
for a day or something?
let's get into this.
That's great.
Hey, good for the Lakers and everybody involved.
Let's get to this show here.
No, it's not good for the Lakers.
It's good for us because we got LeBron.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trump.
Oh.
So in turn, Trump got us
When we
LeBron.
think about it, yeah.
Trump got
Okay.
us LeBron. Hell yeah.
Let's get to this show here. The Lost ECW Arena show that WWE The Vault account put up. Shouts out to WWE Vault account. Whoever runs the WWE Vault account on YouTube, they're fucking amazing. They put out all these like old wrestling playlists, and the WWE Network and Peacock have gone away. But WWE Vault is fucking awesome. If you
And
guys
who
do-
are you and where are you getting them from?
Yeah, because you're like,
It's
what is
got
it?
to be somebody affiliated with the company.
No, they work for WWE
Yeah.
and they put them up on the affiliated accounts. But like, it's awesome that they're putting out these old footage.
Ron and Charlie.
Well, they put out this great Sabu mixtape the other day. Like, if you guys listen to the show, I'm assuming that you follow WWE Vault, but definitely make sure you check
And
it
if
out.
you don't,
You have to, because
Yeah.
they put out like really cool random shit
Did they
like
put
this
up
show.
the Speed It Up match? Do they have somewhere they'll show Sabu, but it's all speeded up?
Not that I know.
I've
but
seen
maybe-
something. I know what you're
okay.
talking about, though.
So this show was from the ECW Arena in June of 2006, and this is when they brought ECW back on Sci-Fi, and ECW on Sci-Fi, you guys were brought back just 11 days before this show. So I think that part of the sentiment of the crowd on this show is from those first few Sci-Fi shows where people got a sense of where this show was going to go before it really fell off the rails. Because you can listen to the crowd on this, and they're like, at many points during the show, they're just like not happy about what they're watching. And they're also kind of like, it's like they're not happy because they want to be like, fuck you to WWE, but they still like their ECW. So it's like a weird dynamic with this. As far as like coming back to ECW Arena, do you have any memories of this show?
None.
None. Okay, so this was just
You won.
Yeah, you actually went over, so we'll get into that during Hacks.
Crazy.
I forgot already that I won.
But this is like
Can I
really.
fast forward to what I did? Who did I work with?
You were
Justin. Yeah.
So
well, semi-fast forwarded for us.
I mean, the whole show is all clipped. So, like,
Yeah.
if you guys are expecting like match ratings, this is not that show for you. But fans are going nuts when then there's a clip of Lil Guido talking about where it was and where he's
was long.
where he's glad to be back where it all started. And he said, pulling around the corner, going around the building, took me back to 94, 95, 96. Years later, it's all starting again. So I'm like, that was fucking cool seeing Guido there. And there was tons of great shots. He also said, tonight we're going to start the rebirth of ECW. Well, wasn't really the rebirth.
The interviews with all the fans out front was pretty
Were
cool.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I think I saw. I'm like
At the
90.
end, too.
I'm like 95% sure that was Bob from Broomall who writes into the show, chopping a guy in the opening. The one guy chops a guy.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's our boy Bob. So
That's
Shout out,
great.
Bob.
I don't know. I'm not.
That's
Bob, you gotta
fucking
let us know if
great
it was
I
you.
saw this one dude
I would
that was a
take credit
substitute
anyway,
teacher at fucking Marple. He was in one of the videos or whatever.
Is that right?
Yeah.
There was Danny.
As a fan.
Danny Doring did a promo too, and then Heyman was just. There was a great shot of him in the building, looking over all the changes of the arena. Because I have to imagine this is the first time Paul stepped foot in there in like 5 years, probably. And the building looked a lot different at this point. The bleachers were gone at this point,
Dude, they completely changed.
and
like,
it's changed.
Had to
And
be
it's
longer
changed
than 5
again.
years.
It's changed. No, well, your last show there was in 01, and this was in 06, so it would be 5 years. And it's changed again. Like, you guys
Yeah.
were there last night. Like, the arena of today looks nothing like the arena back in the day when I first started going to wrestling shows. I mean,
Well,
it's
there
like,
was nothing inside the building except walls.
and bleachers.
Yeah, shit.
Right, but like there was like the platform that went up to the Eagle's Nest and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember there was the platform and then you had the wooden ladder where you could crawl up to the
where
Eagle's
the
Nest.
Piggy would do their spot. Their table
Yeah.
spot.
Like that stuff, that wasn't there anymore. All that stuff.
Yeah, over the front door where I came in with Missy,
There's
that
a-
wasn't
not
there.
there, yeah.
The Eagle's Nest was always there.
And over
Yes.
where the front door used to be,
In the one corner.
across
Yeah.
from the walkout. across from the entrance, and that had like a little like roof eagle's nest type.
That was
too.
the two doors that went all the way down. They were
Yeah,
like the metal doors that like rolled down. But there was also really cool like fans being interviewed, ton of cool fan interviews, and Franny said that the fans are the best in the world. I mean, like it's kind of hard to argue with that.
Dude, those fans taught the rest of the world how to be fans.
And not
Yes.
one of them.
No
could
fans acted like that before those people.
Right.
It wasn't interactive. Fucking, they made interactive what it is.
Yeah.
And all the wrestlers' interviews about the arena, not one of them could say Alhambra Arena.
No, C.W. Anderson butchered the shit out of it.
Not one of them.
I mean, well, it's one of those names. It's a little difficult, but Kelly was interviewed, and she had no idea where she is. And
She doesn't need to.
She doesn't need to, exactly. Justin was also interviewed, and he had like a button-up shirt. You could tell he was trying to like
Corporate.
Be corporate.
Well, because he knew he screwed up the first time.
He was in
'Cause he was
WWE.
in with the boys.
Yeah.
He was in with the Clique before there was the Clique.
He had two different.
Was it the Clique? Is that that the guys?
Yeah, that's the guys.
Okay.
He had two runs in WWE. He had the run in the mid-90s.
Aldo? Was that Aldo? Yeah.
And then they brought him in after ECW folded, so he had a run there with like X-Pac and Albert as a stable. So he had two different runs there. So
Yeah, and you see where X-Pac went, and you see where he went.
and he knew the
And
late.
both of them were like fucking. It's just one's one of the boys, and one's
Shouts out to Justin. I know he's doing well right now.
Yeah. Fuck
There,
yeah.
there was also the Hawaiian shirt hat guy interview, which was like, yo, dude, Hawaiian shirt hat guy. That guy's
And the
like.
other guy
They
with
were in
the
their
stogie.
different
Yeah,
positions.
the
They
other-
weren't in their usual positions. I didn't like that.
But Paul did. We'll get to that later. But the show starts off with Danny Doring and Roadkill taking on the FBI, and you.
Fucking roadkill.
You can-
I can still feel him kick the kick he hit me in the back with.
Same.
Oh my god, that dude will kick you so hard.
You can
Everybody complained about it.
You can audibly hear someone scream "WWE sucks" during this, at like the opening, just like screaming it.
It's like we're their boys, but they want to put us over, but they don't want to put us over because of the product that we're on.
Yes,
And that's
Yeah.
weird that a fan can even feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Would be
you would
like
think a fan's like, hey, I'm popping for what's in front of me.
well, that's the thing.
It would be
That's,
like having a family member play for the Cowboys. You're like,
I like that. That's a great analogy.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to root for them, but you're like, God, this is fucking gross. You know, like,
no, I agree. I feel the same way, man.
Perfect. I wish
feel-
I would have said that.
Dude, that's no,
Here,
but,
run that back. Erase that part.
no, but seriously though, if you're thinking about like the dichotomy of you guys being this WWE third brand now, it's like, yes, your fans want to support you, but they almost can't because you're associated with WWE corporate bullshit wrestling. So it's
Right.
like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just an interesting kind of like marriage there.
Oh, and roadkill could work too.
Yes, I want to mention that too. I'm glad you said that.
I mean, the dude could work for fat fuck like Bubba too, like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? For big guys, these guys could do everything that everybody else did, but Roadkill was smart enough to know that he, like the Amish character, isn't a wrestler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
so the fans were in a total predicament here. Yeah, roadkill can work.
I'm just looking at my notes, not listening to you idiots.
Hack, I literally have in my notes, like, it's crazy to me that in 2001, when you guys folded, that Doring and Roadkill were not brought in because they were an awesome tag team act. And just the look of them, where you have Doring with
the
his
polar
look.
opposite look
Yes.
of them. Like,
And the way that they worked, polar opposite. Like, they were just, to me, like a...
Like they could have been like the Enzo and the other guy thing,
Oh,
just
Big
like
Cass.
first.
There you go.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
More of a comedy
That's a good
thing,
call.
like half-ass in WWE with like skits and shit with an Amish dude.
Yeah.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird that they didn't because they had like dudes like the Hurricane and like what that you could do like a
Like, totally
like
crazy
you could
stuff.
do a bunch of stuff with an Amish dude,
You
know,
could've done
and
so
Danny
much with
Doring
them.
with like slick back and his hair.
I know.
Yes.
you know,
the
it's
tag
Amish
team, that's a
dude.
perfect opener for every show that you do.
Yes,
Yeah.
and look, these matches are clips, so like I'm not gonna break down the match, but like Tony Mamaluke was so fucking awesome. What a great bumper he was, man. He took a clothesline bump like right on his neck.
He could have Darby his life through the
Absolutely.
world.
He's like a slinky.
I love how the crowd just broke out into a random Tracy Smothers chant too. He wasn't even on the show.
I thought I missed something.
No,
The
they
FBI.
They just love the FBI and love Tracy.
But I thought I was like, is Tracy out there?
No, there's a couple times on the show where the crowd is
No, I think I
chanting.
rewound it. And I was like, what, did I miss Tracy?
The crowd's chanting for a couple of their favorites that aren't there on this show
New
throughout the
Jack.
show. New Jack and you got to like Fonzie got 2 chants for himself out there where people were, "Where's Fonzie?"
For Sabu match and Van match.
During the main event of an RVD and Kurt Angle match, they're chanting for Bill Alfonso. That shows you how much this audience appreciated his work, and that's really cool. So you could tell they were like genuine ECW fans there. Roadkill did some great high flying moves, and that was a fun opening tag match.
First time anyone's ever said that, I think.
No, he did. He did the top rope.
No, I know. I'm just
Top
saying in just.
What'd you guys think? Ollie, what'd you think of this one?
Man, from whatever I see of it, it's just as standard as what they always give me. You know what I mean? It's as good as it can get.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say. I mean, these 2 tag teams, you can't really go wrong.
Right,
I mean,
and it's a great card opener, too.
right.
Yeah,
know?
well, for any show.
Yeah. Hack, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It's my boys.
Up next on the show was CM Punk taking on Stevie Richards, and it's really so interesting that Paul's plan was grooming CM Punk for a big run, and here 20 years later, he's still in the main events for WWE.
Could have easily been grooming Stevie for a Shawn Michaels spot, too.
Yes.
Stevie was that good, dude.
Yes.
That kid was good.
Dude,
he
what?
could talk. He could work. He had a great fucking mind. Fucking Stevie was really good.
What do you think that...
Super kick was phenomenal.
Right. So, like, I agree. Stevie's work was super top-notch, and he could have...
I loved working with him. You could count on him. He was there always.
And he could go and have a match with anybody and have a really good match. Right?
And he knows how to show his ass.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to show their ass.
But
That's an art, being able to show your, like Candido could know how to show his ass in a match.
Okay, then why do you think, because he was in WWE for a long time, and why do you think it never clicked as far as for him to get a push beyond this low mid-card
Well,
level?
he was done once the Bradshaw BWO thing happened. I don't know. Like
That happened right around. That happened the year before.
But that'll squash you right there. JBL's at the top of that company right there.
But Hack, he had 5 years in WWE before all this.
Well, agreed.
So what is it? Why was he always
It's
stuck?
who you know, dude.
Yeah, but he
It's
was
just
always-
who you know. And
Because
he
he's
wasn't
an
that-
ECW guy that can probably work better than half of the dudes there, but Vince is too stubborn to say, "Oh, this ECW guy's better than the guys I'm putting out there."
I mean, he could, like I said, he could have a great match.
A lot of money positions.
Yeah, he had a good look too. I mean, he had the hair. He was in
He had
shape.
it all.
Yes.
And look at how good he looked. He was fucking ripped into.
Yes.
Like, he looked great here. The kid was tall too.
Right.
Dude, he was a superstar.
When I'm
Freaking
saying-
just waiting to
He isn't
happen.
somebody I found, so I'm not going to push him over somebody. Like in my head, that's how I think Vince thought.
I mean, if you want to say the boxes, like he checks all the boxes of what you would want for a guy to be, pushed. I'm not saying he could be a world champion, but at least like an upper mid card guy,
Intercontinental.
you know what I mean?
freaking-
He could be LA Knight.
Right?
United States champion?
but he could talk. He could work. He had the look.
Could do comedy.
And he could do comedy. He could do serious. He could do, he could do heel. He could do baby. When I look at Stevie Richards, I'm like, what just... And I know that happens a lot in wrestling where, like, just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to make it.
There's 1,000 of them.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to make it. Like, it's completely random sometimes. There's happenstance. There's luck.
It's who you
Homicide,
know.
fucking-
There's
As much as
politics.
how
Yeah.
good you are.
Yeah, there's politics too, but Paul definitely was grooming CM Punk here at this point for a big run. So Paul saw that Punk was having that run on the Indies and Ring of Honor, and
Dude, I saw it with Punk freaking in Pittsburgh when he first started. He just oozed it.
you're talking like 02, 03
Yeah,
times.
the kid oozed it.
You knew then that he was somebody that at
Absolutely.
least had a future in the business. And here he is 20 years later.
Even Jimmy Vegas, I think, was the other kid there that I liked a lot.
20 years later, he's fucking still delivering top of the card performances in pro wrestling. So the crowd was into this one, and you could tell that they really liked seeing Punk work here.
Yeah.
Punk picked up the win. And they shook hands afterwards. And Stevie put him over like $1 million because he left the ring for him and like just let him have his moment there. And that was like kind of his way of like, hey man, like this guy's
Passing the torch. Yeah.
this guy's next up. You know what I mean? And that was like a real cool show of respect from Stevie. So.
What was the move I got where they were tied up in the ropes? A Punk rope tie up?
He did like a Tajiri.
Yeah, it was like almost like a tarantula.
Is
but
that what it was?
He
I
had his-
liked it.
he had
And
his
why doesn't
anaconda-
anybody else do it?
He had his anaconda vice on him in the
Yeah,
ropes.
I
or
like
whatever,
it.
Yeah, I had never seen that.
Yeah.
And also like the slingshot with the fucking with the neck breaker on the knee from Stevie. Too.
Yeah.
That was fucking good too. Something that you don't.
Oh, everything I saw in that match was really good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked
the match
it.
was strong. Dude, a couple matches I would have loved to see
Yeah.
from top, like the Van Dam match. I would have loved to see that one top to bottom.
I think we pretty much saw almost that whole match. The Van Dam angle match.
probably.
I
We
think
got,
we pretty much.
we got a decent amount. That match was like pretty much the longest thing on the show. That
But
as far
I
as-
gave
I
it
think-
15 minutes, I think, from what we watched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
something like
in
that.
my head, I can't imagine it being any longer than that on the show. Really.
Well, that's the thing. I want to see the in betweens.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see all these good spots. What the fuck did you do to get there?
right. It's tough.
Were you in a headlock calling something for 60 seconds?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
That's why, like, this is a clip show. We can't give out ratings for this. But up next on the show was Balls Mahoney taking on Mike Knox. And the crowd is behind Balls. The chance.
did-
1,000%, dude.
Knox was one of those dudes. He was a big dude. He was a little bit taller than me. He was probably like 280. Fuck, I don't understand whatever happened with him.
So the crowd's chanting, "You can't wrestle," and I don't know if they're talking about Balls, but I got to be honest, Mike Knox wasn't bad. He's got a little Baron Corbin in him, where he's like this, I don't know, kind of like plain Jane heel character, but he's so solid in his ring work.
And he was way more suited for Florida in 1970s. You know what I mean? Put the mustache, the cowboy hat, and the cowboy boots on him. You know what I mean? He was much, he was a couple years later than his gimmick.
Yeah, he was nothing like you were going to like tell your friends about, but he was very competent in
Great
his
hand.
role.
A great hand to put your champion over.
And that's why I'm like, the crowd's chanting, "You can't wrestle" at Mike Knox, but I'm like, he actually can. And they work you because of the finish here, which, I mean, this match I'm sure wasn't like great. If I saw this whole match, I probably wouldn't give it more than like 2 stars.
Perfect. It's a perfect finish.
It's a perfect
The
finish.
whole match would have been fine.
But the finish to this was so fucking good because you fuck with the fans in a way that just
all
works.
the ECW babies couldn't go over.
Yes.
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Like
yeah.
somebody had.
I
to
wasn't
like,
even thinking that, like, as when I'm watching it.
I'm watching. I'm like, so somebody had to fucking do a job.
Yes.
You know.
And this was so perfect too because Balls goes for that chair shot, whiffs, and gets rolled up. And the fans are fucking pissed.
And you fucked the fans so hard, like they feel so fucked.
But
they
you-
didn't get to see the chair shot.
That's
you
the
know,
art of booking.
That's
Yes.
right, exactly.
You know,
That's why
you
I said
won
the art of wrestling. That's
Yes.
why I said it was such a perfect finish
I
because
agree.
you fucking took that. They did not get to see that chair shot. That's the one thing they wanted to see in that match, and you fucking took it from them.
I love that. I think that's fucking
great.
awesome. I think
It's needed on every show.
It is because it's not the kind like fucking the fans. If you fuck your fans in a main event or a world title match or something, you better be doing it to deliver on something for those same fans big. But you fuck the fans on a match that was in the middle of the show, and you're still going to deliver a bunch of other stuff to them that they're not even going to remember. this when
Nobody's
they-
gonna. I was just gonna
when
say
they
that
walk out of
nobody's
the
gonna
building.
remember.
They're not going to remember it.
Right.
But you still invest them and tie them into the show with that.
Right.
And like, as smart as we are in Philadelphia, as smart as this fan base is, we're also the biggest marks because that fan base was so pissed.
It runs together, you know.
Yes.
You got to be a big mark to be that smart.
Yes.
We love to be pandered to.
Yes, but I'm appreciating this now 20 years later. I'm like, that's great booking, man.
Ties on today.
There was a really nice spot where we whipped him into the corner with the chair, but
Yeah, Balls took that nice.
he did.
That was when the Jack chant. That was during that match.
Yes, where's New Jack? We want New Jack. There was a couple times for Jack as well. Up next on the show was Sabu taking on C.W. Anderson, and
What a great hand. Now put Anderson and Knox together. Now that's a great tag team.
okay, that's like old school.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could see them working down in Georgia Championship Wrestling
Some
or
rough
whatever.
nights.
Yeah.
Some smoky
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, Smokey. I like Justin Roberts a lot, but he announced this with a 1 hour time limit. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? 1 hour time limit for this one?
I didn't even catch that.
Sabu still had his fastball here at this point. The crowd recognized him as like a legend, and they do chant
he
for
got a huge
Fonzie.
pop. He got a lot of love, Sabu.
He did, and
Yeah.
well fucking deserved. I mean, that's his fucking building.
Had
man.
to start off the match with a single leg takedown.
As always, every fucking time. Every
I
time.
don't know. Don't opponents see that on film?
Yeah, nobody's scouting. So they should stuff the tape down.
That's so funny.
You know. There's a bunch of fun stuff in this. Sabu did a pump fake on a running chair shot, and then just did a flip to the outside.
That was good.
I don't know if he mistimed it or what, or he didn't feel the jump
What are
on
we
that one.
talking about?
Sabu, C.W. Anderson. At one point, he's trying to do the air Sabu, but he bails on it.
I don't know
It was the Broad Street fake out, dude.
I don't know, yeah, either that or CW, who probably wasn't ready, and Sabu was like, fuck, I just got to pivot real quick.
Oh, the double clutch.
Yeah.
I didn't know either, and I didn't care to go back on it.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
didn't
was
know
on
if,
my
like-
phone, and it's hard to rewind a little.
Yeah, I didn't know if Anderson did the walk away because you couldn't see him.
Yeah.
And then Sabu stopped, and then when he came back, how they do the circle around,
Right,
and then fucking. But you couldn't see Anderson, so I don't know.
But that's a little smart one too. It said that's smart. That if that's what it was, it's like, hey, Sabu saw that he saw me because he knows that this is
and
what
he
I'm going
moved,
to do.
and then he doubled
It's
back.
the double,
and then,
yeah,
the
triple double.
Yeah.
CW tapped out to a camel clutch with a chair locked on his deck as well. So I always like when Sabu would bust that out as a finish.
And the Sheik got a chant.
Yeah, the Sheik got a chant.
yeah.
Sheik taught him the
Fonzie
whole. He
chant.
invented it. Yeah, Fonzie chant as well. That was fun. Up next on the show, this is some loser taking on Just Incredible, and that loser makes his entrance. And while it doesn't,
God, it's so hard to fucking even watch the entrance without the music.
well, it doesn't hit the same without Enter Sandman, but the people are still all about it, and they're all about you with the entrance too. Like they were going nuts for you.
I think you could have played probably any song during your entrance, and it might have not fucking mattered.
Yeah, Enter Sandman, obviously.
So, the fans would have found a way to get behind it.
Yeah, I wish that they had something better as that theme music but honestly, you were still fucking over even with it. They took away.
It's the arena. Fuck.
I know, but even in the WWE shows, and we'll go back and watch them, when you come out through that crowd, regardless of what your music was, you still had a connection with them that was built up. You had this previous equity with the fan base.
Yeah, you had a good rapport.
Yeah, you had that rapport with the fans that
Still going today.
I know. I can't believe it. Even in pajama pants, it's still going. But I mean, you take away your music, which everybody's like, "Oh, well, he's over because of his music." Well, no, he doesn't have his music, and he's still fucking over.
Why were people saying that?
Yeah, some people say that. Yeah,
I hated them.
Yeah, word on the streets.
In the dirt sheets.
the dirt sheets are saying. This is a Canes match here, and you hit the standard Sandman awkward leg drop.
That one was actually one of the cleaner ones you see. Better landing for Hack.
Yes. Yes, the landing is everything.
I love the fact that you guys are swinging these canes at one
See
another.
how close everything is?
Yes, I have that in my notes, Hack. I'm like, you're swinging so close to each other. It's a swing and not a I'm trying to miss you.
No, you better fucking duck, dude.
This is going to hit you. You need to move.
We had rapport though. That's how good. You know how
you
many
guys
times
have done
we
those
worked
spots
together.
fucking
Yeah.
a million times.
And it's not just you swinging at Justin. Justin's doing the same right back at you.
Yeah.
Full swing. You better fucking get away from this, or it's gonna hit you.
If you, it's your fault if you're not ducking.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna make yourself look stupid if your timing isn't fucking right.
Or you're gonna
Yeah.
get fucking hit smoked in the face.
Yeah.
Either way.
And you actually pick up the win with this with a White Russian leg sweep. I like how you got into
Great
that.
timing.
Yeah, you guys got into that really
Yeah.
quick and
Super clean.
Yeah, and hit him with it, and that's one of the things sometimes where we watch these matches and the finisher stuff, but I really love the art of a guy just that quick home, and
It is a slip. There, it's a out of nowhere. It kind of is a little slip to not hurt Justin so much. Instead of building up into a big finish, you know what I'm saying?
And I beat you.
It's like, ooh, out of nowhere. Ooh, well,
I got by you. I didn't beat you.
Right.
It's
I like that.
So I really liked it. I thought you guys had really
There
nice.
is nothing better than a well-timed home.
Yeah, it's the best.
I don't care what the fuck you did the past 30 fucking minutes. If you have a well-timed home sequence, I mean...
And the inverse of that, if you have a shitty one, it fucking ruins the previous 30 minutes.
Right, exactly.
And Jade and fucking...
Charlotte?
Oh, my God.
Hack,
Lights out. You can talk for 3 minutes while the lights are out. You get up and fuck up.
I missed this.
Hack, you were texting me about SmackDown last Friday, and the guy Jing, you were in the building for this one.
Gajing.
Hack, what the
When
heck?
the lights went out and Jade and Flair were laying in the middle of the ring, the girl goes, the lights on, the girl's on the top fucking ring post, dives on the other girls. They come in, Flair goes to pick her up, and the girl's like, what are we doing?
Well, then they completely botched the
I know,
finish.
and they botched 2 things after that. And I'm like, girls, what were you doing while the lights were out? Weren't you talking, saying, hey, soon the lights go on?
And Charlotte's a veteran, too.
And it was
You don't
the
remember?
best match I had ever that Jade's ever done until that point. It was easily her best match.
Were you too busy being drunk and talking like a black person, Gunk?
I was pretty hammered.
Oh, okay.
Were you dipping in some honey mustard?
So, I'd like, that was really fun on the show. Justin, you pick up the win on Justin, and then it cuts to the crowd chanting, "This show sucks," right after your match. And I was
I don't blame him.
I was like,
Hacks in the back.
yeah. I was like, yes.
Got it.
You're welcome.
I wanted to ask you, but you said you already told me you don't remember anything about this show, but like, were the road agents for this like WWE ones? You have no idea. Why am I asking? You have no fucking idea. Just
No, it was probably like it was probably either
Johnny
like
Ace?
Dean.
huh?
Dean.
Okay, Malenko. Was
Johnny was never the John. I was the only person, Johnny, who was like the.
What about Arn Anderson?
The agent for
Arn?
Yeah, Arn only did me once.
Whoa. Hey,
Yeah.
How much was it?
and then the guy that fired me, freaking,
Jimmy the
he had
Dragon?
done a couple of my matches.
What about Jimmy the Dragon Steamboat?
Yeah, he had done a couple of my matches,
yeah.
like as an agent, you know. But they know, like, dude, what are you going to tell me?
Yeah, what are you
I'm
gonna tell
not
the
doing
Sandman?
what you're going to tell me anyway. But you just have to say, okay.
I don't do tackle, drop down,
and the
and
whole
toss.
thing, and then it's even worse when when the agent's sitting there, I get it over doing nothing that he says, and I don't walk past him, and I always go off onto the side, and the agent's sitting there looking good because what I did in the ring, taking my fucking credit. Because I refused to go through the curtain afterwards.
You said that
because
you
you'd have to fucking. Vince was sitting there a lot of times.
You didn't like to face the Vince music. You didn't like to be judged by the.
No, I don't want to do it. I just did my job, dude. I'm good.
Yeah, you didn't need.
I never hated going through that.
But there's so many
I know.
wrestlers.
What's that gonna fucking explain himself to Vince?
Hack, what was that?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I gotta ask though, because it's like so many wrestlers.
What the fuck?
Vince cultivated this like he cultivated like this this I don't know, like this backstage atmosphere where everybody was seeking his validation, and you didn't give a fuck about it.
No, I never even wanted to say it.
I know, but it's like so many of them. Everything in their world probably mattered about going back there and hoping he gave them a kernel of a attaboy.
anything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a head nod
Yes.
or a fucking
Oh,
whatever.
he nodded. You meanwhile, you're going back there to find a place to smoke a
I was
tinny.
hiding all day.
That's Hack's pajama pants. Zero fucks given.
Hiding
Zero
all day.
fucks given. I fucking love it, man. Paul Heyman comes out now, and this is shoot promo time.
Yeah.
He gets a welcome back chant. He hugs Hawaiian shirt, hat guy, and the guy with the cigar as well, and he gets back in the ring. And the crowd literally chants for him to
Now,
shoot.
Hold on. Did you see how Paulie got into the ring
Yeah.
when he came out? Slid underneath
yeah.
the bottom rope.
Yeah.
You know Paulie's pumped up if that's the way he got into the ring.
Yeah,
I've
100%.
never seen him do that ever.
He was lit up like a jack-o'-lantern when he stood up.
He
like,
did a dive slide onto the bottom rope. I was like, what? I had to fucking rewind that.
Well, don't you think this is some form of validation for him where it's like, hey, man,
100%.
we went away for 5 years. Nobody thought we would ever come back, and here we fucking are, and I'm back in our building doing this. Like, this is
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
This was a fucking a pissing contest victory for him, probably.
yes,
You know, like
yes, for him and everybody else in the business. That-
Well, yeah, but it's a house show.
but it's
No,
still,
but it resembled the fact that you guys were back. You weren't on,
Well, yeah,
like-
but I'm saying though, he's not cutting this on TV on Tuesday night TV.
No, but he knows that this is going to get out there.
Well, there's internet. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Heyman's not stupid. He knows those words are going to be put out there somewhere. And he's also like, yes, you guys have had 2 shows now on Sci-Fi at the occurrence of this show. So, and things did not start great on those first 2 shows. We've done them on our show before. They were pretty weird. And from the start of this, I know you said you had no expectations for this return. It was going to be what it was. But do you think Paul had expectations for this?
Probably not.
Probably not, because he's a smart guy too.
Yeah.
He says, this is a great line too.
I mean, why would Vince ever let that company get over more than his company?
Right.
Exactly. It was a fucking.
It was doomed to fail. It was whatever it was.
The fix was in. You know what I mean? For the start. Like the die was cast. It was going to be what it was going to be.
And they needed an extra show anyway because they had a lot of talent.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like they brought in like 25 of us.
No, there was
like 8 of us.
There was a
maybe.
few of you guys, and the rest of everybody was OVW call-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Which is...
Hey, let's take these guys to train these guys.
Which it could have worked.
Cody was in the locker room with
It
us.
could have worked.
Yes. When I look at this, and I still see the skeleton of something that could have actually been feasible to work. Where, yes, you have a different style on this third brand. It has a bit of an attitude. And you utilize the older stars of ECW to make the new stars of tomorrow, whether it's a Punk or whoever you're bringing up. You use those guys, and you also use, Big Show and Kurt Angle as like the foundations of that brand, along with RVD as like your stars. So like
recognizable faces.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you utilize Tommy, Hack, and Sabu, and those people to get over the next generation guys, and then you utilize your stars to kind of run with.
I mean, they tried to do it like a little bit of that, like in a way, with like the originals and the new breed stuff, but it wasn't like whole brand wide. You know what I mean? It's just one story out of the whole show.
Well, and,
Yeah.
Rob having the belt, and then we all know what happened with that.
Yeah, that
it's
just fucked it from day one too. I mean, if it already wasn't going to be fucked,
Dude, just think about how that derailed his career. Right there.
yeah, it did. I mean,
Dude, he was fucking rocking. He had
About
a
as high
rocket
as
up
he
his
He was
ass
so
right
he was
there.
so over, even in WWE, so fucking over.
he was undeniably over to the point where they never wanted to put the belt on him. The fans demanded that they put the belt on RVD, and he, for his 5 years when he started in 01 to where he finally got it in 06, it was a long ride for RVD up and down in there.
And he had worked the Who's Who.
Yes.
Oh,
That
yeah.
the pot thing doesn't happen, his career would be twice of what it was, I think.
Really?
Yes, I think he would have been there forever.
That's a shame, man,
Like
because
super Hall of Famer type.
that's a shame because Weed, I mean, when you look at Weed now where it is 20 years later, it's
Crazy.
like, it's like,
I know it's but that's so derailed him.
Like Liv Morgan, one of the biggest women stars, like within the last 3 years, got arrested for having a marijuana cart in Florida. Arrested, then a mugshot out, went viral. She's won the championship.
WWE champion
She's
right
won it
now.
like 3 times since. So like,
The
imagine.
longest in the world.
Did she get arrested for the car when
Yeah,
she got
you can't
pulled
have
over?
that in Florida. You can't have You can't have. I don't think you can have wax in Florida. Like they're super strict about it because the southern states they don't fucking play around.
Yeah, you can be a medical patient in Florida, but it's
Did
not.
she have the title when it happened?
No. But I'm saying
But she got
since,
it. Yeah, the girl's over shit.
Yeah, since then she's won it a
Probably
couple
like
times.
3-4 times.
Yeah, so imagine if RVD just would have won it around now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would have
dude,
never.
I just-
He might not even drop the title.
Yeah, I had to stop the video and think about that for a while. Well, are we on his match?
no, we're not. But we're just in a tangent here. We're still on Paul Heyman's shoot promo. The crowd is chanting for him to shoot, and they're saying they're chanting, "This show sucks." And he said, "This is a dream." He's dreamt for this moment to say ECW is home. And he said, "Whether Sandman's music sucks." And then there was a huge "Yes, it does" chant. And then he said, "And whether you hate the compromises, like the dancer on Sci-Fi, isn't it one compromise worth it in the end to bring it back? Damn it, we're alive. We're back. I assure you, if we run our first house show in this sacred hall, doesn't that mean something?" And the crowd's chanting, "Thank you, Paul." And this is kind of like a Paul Heyman victory lap here. He gives a shout out to Public Enemy, Shane Douglas, the Dudleys, and New Jack too. And then there's a fan who's like kind of jaw-jacking with him a bit. And Paul just immediately, like, he's so quick-witted. He's like, hold on, I'm talking, you're not. Like, he just immediately cuts that guy right off. And then...
You know it had to hurt Shane right here.
Well,
Shane not being there?
Well, Shane couldn't be there because
of his shit with the company before.
No, he was signed to TNA at the time. So there were certain guys that couldn't come in, like Shane, Raven,
Scotty,
the Dudleys went to TNA. There was a couple guys that couldn't be part of this relaunch because they were over in TNA at this point. So that's why he shouted out Shane, I think. And then there was like a John Cena fan in the audience tonight. He was ripping over him. And then he put over Tommy and he embraced Tommy. And Tommy comes out and does a promo as well. It had to feel great for Tommy, too, being back in there. After
It's a feel-good moment for the building.
And then we get Tommy Dreamer taking on The Big Show. And
shout out to the show for taking it in the crowd for the match.
Dude,
how often do you get to see that?
I was shocked.
Dude, the show's awesome, man. I'm a huge Big Show mark. They were chanting, "You can't wrestle." I am. I'm a
huge Big Show.
I am. I love Big Show.
He's been trying to look like him for a while.
Ty's on a roll today. That was my line.
I know. I was letting you have that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Kendra took a lot out of me last night.
Yeah. They were chanting, "You can't wrestle," but I know they weren't talking about my boy Big Show like that. They just
No, but he was one of the boys that he gigged for me in a match, and he didn't even tell me fucking that he was going to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
he's
It's just,
fucking-
he's
fucking awesome.
And he was a Philly boy.
Yeah. They do some spots with a trash can. Big Show chokeslam Tommy through a table.
I mean, whacking a trash can over the Big Show's head has to literally be like a fly, like being on your forehead. Like to that
you saw
guy.
it too. Like Tommy hit him with the one, and then would like rotate it.
And he's like, let me get this motherfucker harder the next one.
We'll like clean, and then like get it rotated, get him another one. Yeah.
Well, because you don't want to get him on the weld.
foot, yeah,
There's a
right.
weld on the round of the trash can. You don't want to get him on that weld.
The fans were not happy with this finish, and they were really pissed. But, like, come on.
Was Tommy going to win the strap?
No, the Big Show's not the champ at this point, but Tommy's still not going to go over Big Show, and there's no way. If Paul told him he was going to go over Big Show, he probably would have fought Paul. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have. There's no way he would have wanted to go over.
Yeah,
this.
the only guy that loses more than Hack, right next to Hack, is Tommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, the Big Show had to go over in this match.
I wish I could have seen you and Tommy argue about who's taking it.
We should get a story then. from him.
Up next, this was the main event. Now we have non-ironic friend of the show Kurt Angle versus close personal friend Rob Van Dam for the World Championship.
Beef Squashers.
Beef Squashers assemble. This looked decent from what was shown. The crowd also chanted, "We want Fonzie" during this. Just, you know, the man who calls it right down the middle is fucking over.
This was kind of weird because Kurt was like, he was getting booed, but kind of also getting cheered. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah, they were
even
showing
for like
Kurt
an
love.
even for like an ECW crowd, like he still kind of got like it wasn't like 100% boo. You know, the crowd was kind of like in the middle.
Why was Malenko the ref?
I don't know.
Tell me nobody noticed that Malenko was the ref. It took me halfway through the match. I'm like,
Are you sure?
I'm telling you, halfway through the match, I'm like, wait a minute, is Malenko the ref?
He's right. Malenko was the
And then
ref.
I had to back it up. I'm like, oh my God, Malenko's the ref, and I didn't notice it until halfway through.
Malenko's the ref.
That's
I never
great.
even noticed.
We're idiots. I didn't notice it.
I know, but that goes to show you how good he is by being a nobody. The ref's supposed to be non-show out there, not
Right.
like that one chick on AEW who thinks she's half the fucking match. Remember her? She's calmed down a little bit now.
Aubrey.
But yeah, he so did his job well as being a referee. Being
Right.
Like that
You're
you guys
supposed to
didn't
not
even-
be seen.
Right, that
yeah.
you guys didn't even fucking notice.
Yeah.
Didn't
That's
even notice.
great.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Oh, I'm overused just for that.
all right.
Remind me at the end to put myself
Shout out
over
to
here.
Dean. Yeah.
Angle missed a monkey flip on the chair. Now, on a spot like that, is that Rob shooting him too far? Or
Yeah,
That's
shit
just
happens.
Dude, that's a happenstance.
Yeah,
I mean,
what are you gonna do?
I know, but
half of it's luck every time you do it.
I know, but I'm asking, like, for a spot like that, who's at fault?
No.
That's all
Nobody
on
really.
Rob.
That's all on
Rob's the
Rob.
one who set up the chair, and Rob's the one who flung him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to assess.
Angle's just along for the ride.
I'm just trying
Wherever
to,
he lands,
I'm
wherever
trying
he
to
lands.
assess some blame here for that blown spot.
No, that's
And-
on Rob.
and
He set
because
up
I'm
the
a
chair
mark.
and he flung him. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times you only half catch the chair anyway.
Right. Angle hits the
But I
ropes.
mean, he missed. Oh, it was a straight miss.
Whiff.
and Rob turned around and was like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Kendra
Rob
swing.
turned around like, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I fucked up.
It was a Kendra swing. Fucking there.
Angle hit the ropes with a chair, and
But this is my favorite spot of the night.
dude, it's fucking awesome.
Flawless.
Hits him in the head pretty hard, and then RVD hits him with the Van Daminator, and then a quick frog splash to retain the title. That was fucking
So good.
really good really good finish for the match.
Yeah, like a self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And it makes so much sense because it's Kurt doesn't use fucking chairs.
Yes.
So that's how you should lose if you're somebody who's going to try and use it like that.
The
Great
weapon,
point,
Good
Howie.
story.
the weapon is his downfall.
Yeah.
Him getting extreme was his downfall. The crowd chants "Welcome back" to end the show, and while this wasn't great, this was certainly fun watching this, and it's a fun little time capsule for something.
The work was solid if you watch the show the whole way through. Every match is solid.
Yeah. I'm not-
yeah.
And to me, I'm like, the ECW return and ECW on Sci-Fi is one of those like wrestling what ifs for me, because I know we were talking
One of
about
the
this
biggest wrestling what ifs ever.
because there was real value there, and it was just executed poorly. And I think it was self-sabotage by Vince. And I think there were a lot of politics to play into it. And there were a lot of different things where you could say, yes, the Rob Weed bust or this and that.
Yeah,
And, like,
because, dude, Rob was not only ECW champion, WWE champion.
yes.
So he could carry the water for he's the reason why WWE or why ECW was looked. I mean, he's double champ. So like, as soon as that goes under, like, no offense to any of them, but Hack ain't carrying the water for ECW. Tommy ain't carrying the water for ECW. Like, there's
It's
no other guy that like.
It's a lot different when a couple months from now the main event is Big Show and Batista. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It's like, dude, that's just not going to work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
or like Bob Holly versus Lashley.
Right. That's just not what it should be.
Right.
Now I'm not saying Bob Holly and Lashley and Batista and Big Show couldn't be on this show at certain points. But to push them as the top things on it.
That are going to bring the new ECW to the next level. Like, that's just not feasible.
No.
Batista probably would have been way better in a hardcore situation than a regular match.
Well, he could have just
He was
been,
good. Batista was very good at certain points, Hack. I know you roll your eyes when I say that. He had a lot of really good matches. in his
He
career.
honestly could
his-
have been a perfect looking ECW champ. Like,
His there-ness in the ring and everything, but everybody knows he was a mid-level worker.
Well, he was not. I'm not telling you he was,
But he had it. He used it.
He had amazing charisma. I mean,
He
look where he is
oozed
now.
it.
There's a reason he's in Hollywood.
he
You know what I mean? Like, a super successful guy. But what'd you guys think
Yeah,
of the
but
show?
I thought he would have had good hardcore matches, is what I'm saying.
He did
was
have some-
suited well for it.
He actually had a really great Hell in a Cell with Triple H, and that's saying something because, like, some of those Triple H matches can be a little like long-winded. His and Triple H was like fucking money. So
what they do.
It's what we do. We bury ECW if we bring it back.
what did you guys think of the show?
dude, I mean, from what I saw, it looked good. Now, I know the fans were kind of shitting on it, but, like, the work on the show was good.
Were you in the house for these? With this
do.
one? Do you think?
I
don't think so, no.
I don't think I wasn't. I don't know why I wasn't, but I don't think I was.
How old were you? What was this, 206?
Yeah, he's probably like
I was like
17, 18.
sophomore. It's like a sophomore, junior in high school. I was too much getting poontang.
Not going to wrestling.
Finger bang bang.
There we go. Next week on the show, we
It's
got
the only thing Bad Beer's about the whole show. I'm asking him about something that
Lakers.
he's not answering.
And he gives a Mick Foley bang bang.
the next week on the show. We got an absolute classic for you guys: Sabu and Terry Funk, Born to Be Wired. So,
And I got a good little nugget.
oh, we got another
Not
too.
a porn nugget.
Not nugget
and we'll
porn?
get to that.
Oh,
We'll get to that on
okay,
Next
okay.
yeah.
Housekeeping. This Thursday, Legends of Wrestling Night returns to the Wildwood Convention Center Thursday, August 20th. WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter and Demolition, Gangrel, Doink the Clown, Snitsky, the Headbangers, Just Incredible, Bushwhacker Luke, OnlyFans Dawn Marie, the sexiest man on earth Jason, Richard Holiday, Marcus Mathers, and the Sandman. If you're down the Jersey Shore and you want to take the family for some great wrestling, stop
All
by.
those people are going to be there?
All those people are going to be there this Thursday, Hack.
I wonder if Dawn's going to stream on her OnlyFans.
I don't know. Hack, tell us how it is so far.
What is?
Her OnlyFans, and you subscribe to her.
What the hell's OnlyFans?
Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. ECW Wrestling Day, Sunday, September 27th. The $250
What the fuck is OnlyFans?
super combo. You get the chance to meet everyone on the list. Francine, Shane Douglas, Missy Hyatt, Gary Wolf, my boy.
Didn't you just run through this?
No, this is another event. I'm trying to advertise for your career, and you're going to interrupt me in a read here.
A read.
Jason,
Ooh.
Jim Molyneux, Super Crazy,
He sounded
Al
so
Snow,
tacky. I'm in a read.
Todd Gordon, and the loser, the Sandman, Mid-Island Collectibles, Hicksville, New York, from 1 to 4 p.m.
I think the read is the complete opposite of techie.
Yes, it is.
Like, literally.
Yes.
It might be the furthest thing.
It is
from tech.
reading. It is. It's very low tech, actually. Yes.
Very low tech.
But for an illiterate person like yourself, it might be very high tech. Yes, I got him. 360 Bags. Please make sure you follow and check out his Big Cartel for any of his insane creations. Check out his work at 360 Bags on Instagram. Truly is the fucking man. Make sure you check out Reactions with Hack and the Gunk and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That loser.
If this kid would spend more time on editing and less time driving up to the Northeast to get fish hoagies, we might have this last one out by now.
Fish hoagie?
Yeah, he was getting a fish hoagie last night. Right, Gunk? Where was that at?
How
again,
much
bud?
did she
Jordan
cost?
Johnson's.
Where?
Jordan Johnson's.
Jordan Johnson's.
Fish hoagie. Is that what they sell in brothels?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. The fish hoagie. How much did she cost?
Speaking of hoagies, Pro Wrestling Entertainment PWE is back with the second annual Hoagie Throwdown, Sunday, September 27th. Live pro wrestling from PWE and hoagies from the best of the
Thank
best.
God I'm booked.
In and around Philadelphia. This is a can't miss event in conjunction with the Delicious City podcast. I can't wait for this show.
Go ahead, Hack, say it.
I already did.
I was letting you say it.
I was waiting too. Oh, God. Listener questions. Send it to sandmanpod@gmail.com. As always, please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Carlos Ramirez from Beaumont, California writes in.
All right, Beaumont.
Hello, everyone. First off, I want to begin to say
Beaumont by Bakersfield.
thank you all of you, for your episodes. And every time I listen to you guys, I feel like I'm sitting right next to you, agreeing with all the bullshit happening in wrestling and having a realistic theme on how the business as a whole can improve.
Thanks, man.
My question for the Sandman on how
I'm real.
how much was he spending on Singapore canes to bash people's skulls in? I remember a very dark time for me after the loss of my brother that I bought a Singapore cane from a Dollar Tree, and I used it as a coping mechanism to bash my room into pieces.
Okay, what Dollar Tree is carrying fucking Kendras?
Was it in Tokyo?
I don't know. He's trying. I guess in Beaumont they have this.
Ty is on a roll today.
He said, I'm so deep into the episodes now, I can only compare it to when the Sandman was deep into his adult recreation drug abuse, in which the only substance that I can approve is cannabis. Keep up the excellent work. So, Hack, did you how much you spend on canes when you were an active wrestler?
Dude, they were way more. They were like double what they are now. It's like one of those things that they can mass produce. It's like if you wanted like a 2-foot plastic trash can, like in the 90s. That thing would cost you like $15. Now the things cost like $2.99. Kendos, same thing. They used to be twice as expensive, like $45 a piece. Now we can get them like on a 50. What did you pay, like 18 or 17 a piece now if you buy like so many or something?
Yeah.
So I have to ask you though, when you were like an active worker, obviously for the indies, you're bringing your own, or do they have them there?
Well, it matters. It matters if I'm brought in just as an outright buy. They sell all their shit, or if I come in on my own.
Okay, but as far as like a worker, when you're working WWE, ECW, they had the plunder for you, or you had to bring your own?
No, the canes that were all my responsibility.
Really?
You got to remember, it was before 9/11, so I would take them right on the plane with me.
No, WWE.
When you're working WWE?
WWE had them all,
Magic
yeah.
would have that.
Magic.
Yeah, they called it Magic. Magic would
Magic
have all
is-
that. Eddie the
is all your props and shit like
Magic
that,
guy was
yeah.
great.
That's
God, I wish I remembered his name. Great dude.
That's awesome. Thanks for writing in. Jesse from St. Paul writes in, "What's up, Hacky, Joyner, Kersey, and the Olympic hurdles?"
That's good.
Who said that?
Jesse.
You loser.
I met Hack at WrestleCon on Sunday, ended up getting an autograph and delivered a few gummies too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Franny said so. I might have been pretty high on mushrooms when he gave me that.
He said
I think I was.
He said he agrees.
Sunday.
The crowd was really light on Sunday. Hack was wandering
Sunday,
around
yeah.
most of the time. Hopefully you had your orange juice.
Yeah, mushrooms. I yelled at Franny too that morning.
Uh-oh. He said he talked to Francine for 10 minutes, and she said that they watched multiple hours of House Hunters in the room on Saturday night.
Yeah, we did. That's what we did. We watched like 10, like literally from like 5 o'clock to midnight. We watched House Hunters.
You used to have ragers.
Well, not in the bar drinking.
I
I'm
know.
fucking in the room watching fucking House Hunters.
I'm trying to paint the picture for the audience where the Sandman on a Saturday night is not tearing it up, killing it. He's watching House Hunters in the hotel.
This is what 60-year-olds do.
Really?
That's great. He said.
They watching House Hunters.
He said, sorry that Minneapolis nightlife and SummerSlam wasn't enough to pique your interest. He said he gave Franny multiple restaurants to hit up the next time she rolls through. Tosh, any word on your lawsuit with TNA?
All right, I heard of. Oh yeah, we were talking about this yesterday with somebody.
We've been getting railroaded, and my attorneys have been silenced so far. So I'm considering my next course of action here in this lawsuit. And
All right, good answer.
I cannot disclose that on a public forum like this at this time. So we have been communicating with my team of attorneys, and we are trying to come up with a path towards reconciliation here with TNA Pro Wrestling. So I will use my platform here of the Sandman Podcast to try and
Shoot for like $1 million and like settle it like $15.
Well, really, I just want my 5483.
54-83.
Yeah, I want my 5483. I don't want anything more or less than that. I want what I'm owed. So Carlos Silva and any of these other TNA.
Yeah, but your lawyer has to be paid.
Well, I have him on retainer, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't pocket watch me. Why are you pocket watching me? I'm tired of all these people out
I
there
don't care what
pocket.
time it is in your pocket.
You're pocket watching my money. Don't
is
pocket,
that what that is?
Yeah, don't pocket watch me,
Pocket
man.
watch my money.
Yeah, don't pocket watch
Yeah,
my
this
money.
isn't prohibition.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he talking? I don't get it. Pocket watch my money.
So that's where the current standing of the lawsuit
If
is.
anybody, I'm begging somebody else that hears this. Have you ever heard that expression before?
Lots of people know it, huh?
No,
Good luck with
nobody's
your
ever
endeavors,
heard that.
Josh.
Thank you, guys.
It's like sit on it. Nobody
I-
says sit on it anymore.
I appreciate your support, Ty and Ollie, and Hack. I know you support me in this litigation, right?
I'm all for it.
I don't
Thank
even
you.
know what you're talking about.
My
honestly.
TNA lawsuit over them falsely advertising LeBron James to appear for the event on
I'm on
7/31.
LeBron James's side.
Well, that's my side. They
All
false
right.
advertised.
If you're on LeBron's side,
I
I'm
am.
on LeBron's side.
Clutch Sports, Rich Paul. I'm talking to you guys. All right.
Boom.
He also said, Ty and Ollie, who are the college football teams you use on NCAA 2027?
What was it?
Who are the college football teams you guys use in 2027 NCAA?
Well, we have an online dynasty right now with like 12 or 13 other people, and
You're not allowed to be a Power 5 team, so
I like it.
you spin a random wheel. I'm Central Michigan, and Ty is Utah State. So you can imagine how our seasons are going.
Now, if we get offers from a bigger school, we're allowed to take it, but you couldn't start with a Power 5 school because the new game just came out. So
Now, me, I'm an adult and I don't play games.
Okay. He said, question for all.
You would be a fucking video game animal if they came out and actually had video games when you were
Miss
They
Pac-Man.
have trivia games on it.
He said, question for all. Who are your all-time favorite college football teams? Mine are the 99 Minnesota Gophers. We sucked for a long time, and we finally had a season. And the 05 Texas Longhorns with Vince Young. Wow, those are some great teams.
My Florida State with fucking Dion there.
Oh, man. Bobby
And
Bowden.
probably Miami.
Which one in Miami?
I know. I'm trying to think. Like maybe 96 team.
96? I don't think they won back then. 96.
Pat. I think that. What was the
96 is
what
too
was the
early.
one with the DN
That
was
was
on
late.
there? The badass.
Because they had two waves. They had the early
That was
90s and the
2000s.
80s wave, and then they had
The 2000s.
yeah, it was
The early
90,
2000s.
99, 2000, 2001.
I love those USC teams with Reggie
The one
Bush,
where
Carson
Irving
Palmer.
was on it.
Irving?
That's a late
Michael Irvin.
Early
Oh,
90s.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin. That's 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
all
are
right,
mid.
well, that- yeah,
those are mid to late 80s. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So you like those old school Hurricanes teams with Jimmy Johnson?
Well, that was my time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I barely pay attention to college football now.
Oh, well, I could tell by your picks. Jesus Christ. You were on Indiana, though. I mean, I think you picked Indiana every week.
Yeah, last year it was.
Instead of watching pockets, you should watch football.
I'll tell you. I mean, this Indiana team last year was super fun to watch, man. That game they had with
Dude,
Penn
they just
State,
kept winning.
Just straight bought.
I know.
By fucking Mark.
Yeah. Anybody comes to mind for you guys' favorite college football
I
teams?
mean, a couple of those Florida teams with Tebow.
Oh yeah,
were
those were
pretty
really
fun to
fun, man.
watch.
Those were really fun.
Yeah, how crazy, dude! This is so crazy. How we were talking about this last night, like the NIL, like that stuff like that. It's like I think parents are, and it's going to be a totally different ball game for people that are like your chances of making the pros are so small, right? So I think parents are going to be like gearing kids to, hey, listen, make your money in college because you're never making the pros.
Why not?
I think that's
it's a more realistic.
And then the
path.
Trump thing, Trump's trying to get him to only transfer once, when now you can transfer every single year. So
Yeah.
that means that's pro sports. If you can transfer every year, that's pro
Yeah,
sports.
it's free
But that's
agency.
what
pretty
it
much.
is.
Yeah.
I know, but did Bobby
they're
say
trying
it
to
was
stop
Trump?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
He's-
I don't think that, for me personally, I don't like it where the coaches can then leave every year, but the kids can't. So I think it's fair that they have the same amount of opportunity to do that, personally. So I don't know.
I see what you're saying, but like, yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
you
fine
got
line
to coach
because-
20 new guys every year that you just brought in.
But
Right.
everybody has to deal with
Exchange
it.
students.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, like Oliver was saying it last night, and like he's right. Like Pitino, like Rick Pitino from Coach of St. John's, like he didn't even recruit any new incoming freshmen. He
They
just got
just
all
came-
transfers.
Well, and then you're seeing it
Oh,
with,
yeah, that's
Like he
right.
didn't even get fucking kids from high school.
well, then you're seeing it the reverse of that, where like Dabo Sweeney is doing the reverse, where like he hasn't been doing that well with NIL, so he's doing the whole I'm gonna just recruit high school kids now.
And since he's the only one, he might get an influx of people, but who knows?
Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
Right.
I mean, but like he's shifting strategies, but he also doesn't have the pocket to compete with them.
Right.
Because it's all about the pocket. How much the donor money do you have to
Yeah.
compete? So college sports are in a very interesting time right
Yeah,
now.
but the donor money's like there's no limit.
I know, and
That's ridiculous that there's no limit.
well,
That's fucking ridiculous.
But
Why
that-
wouldn't Mark Cuban win every single year unless you had a shitload of injuries or
Mark
your
Cuban went
quarterback
to-
goes down?
he went to Carnegie Mellon, so I don't think they have a team. But I know what you're saying.
Well, he bought Indiana's team last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, what am I
that's what I'm
saying?
talking about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, I was right. You were wrong.
You were.
Wow.
You were. I'm sorry. I tried to jam on you, and you blocked me at the rim with Mark Cuban in the end.
No.
Yeah, you Matumbo'd the shit out of me there. Good job, Mac. Dopper from Scunthorpe in the UK writes
From
in.
where?
Scunthorpe in the UK.
Say it again.
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe.
Like Jim Thorpe, but Scunthorpe.
SCUNTHROPE in the UK writes in. And he titled this one "First Time Ever Switching Off Your Podcast." So he had some criticism of us here.
All right.
Good.
Good.
These guys are the shits. I try and tell them before each show, but
He said, "Hi lads. Let me preface this by saying I want to get Ollie shocked. I want to preface this by saying I've been a huge Sandman fan since '96, and all of your podcast episodes reviewing classic ECW shows are some of my favorite wrestling podcasts out there. I look forward to each one. Thank you. However, I know you've had a few people write in the past saying you often bury WWE, and I'll add to that today. Halfway through your SummerSlam Night 1 episode, and I had to switch it off because the constant negativity was too much. Matches that got over with the live audience, such as Aldis versus Gunther, were getting all-time low ratings from you guys, and you all not knowing which Bella was which was ridiculous. They have been on TV for almost 20 years and always wear noticeably different gear.
And they still suck.
Stuff like that comes across sometimes as double standard when hastily thrown together multi-person matches in front of quiet AW crowds usually get very positive reviews from you guys because of some cool spots. Not turning this into an AEW versus WWE thing, but I doubt you'll bury AEW in 2 weeks for filling a third of Wembley Stadium as much as you buried WWE for filling half of that Minnesota stadium. Hopefully you would take this email in the spirit was intended. Feedback from a devoted listener who prefers hearing the group's positivity more than your collective negativity. There's a lot to unpack in this one. And
didn't they not sell it out last year and we gave them shit?
I'll start it off here. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
You're very much entitled to your opinion, just like we're entitled to our opinion. And that was our opinion.
So don't listen.
I can't. I'm just saying. Hey, listen. Like we don't really like WWE. Like we don't talk about this beforehand when we do. Like we all came away thinking about it the same.
We don't watch the shows together.
None of us.
Ty and Oliver watch together. I watch on my own. You watch on your own.
That's just how we feel. That's just our side of what it looks like to us. And,
Plus, I have to say too, and this
And
is
I've had a couple matches, so.
and also Tony Khan sends us a big check every month.
Thank you, Tony.
We just fucking buried AEW.
I was just gonna say the last pay-per-view we did bury AEW.
Oh, hey, they went down.
And the gunk gets a Fed check. That's why I'm the only one that defends WWE.
I mean,
Alright, go.
but let me break
Finally
this.
coming
Oh,
clean.
and I want that dude to feel however he wants to feel. Like, dude, that's completely and utterly fine.
I will say this: for us to not know which Bella was which, okay, that's a.
I mean, I did, but
that's a critical fail on our part
Is
of reviewing
it?
the show. Yeah, we should
They
know
look
that.
like the same girl to me.
No, they're different. But also, how could you as a listener there be invested in that 6 women match? There was nothing to be invested in, so I would be interested
So
in
were you jerking off while you were watching the match? That's what
like-
I think with pantyhose on and a bratwurst in your freaking in your head. You guys, I'll tie this all in someday with Kendra's husband Chuck telling us a story when he was a cop one day.
He also said that, like, look, I say whenever we do a show that's current, I always announce what the attendance was. Whether it's a packed house or when we did AEW's last show, they had like 7,000 people there. So I'm not telling you they're drawing great houses when they're not. And they're going to have around 45,000 people for All In a couple weeks, which is going to be more than SummerSlam. But that's only going to be like half the building.
So
that's a fact. And WWE, if you think WWE was happy about the houses they drew for SummerSlam, I don't think you know the business, brother, because there's no...
Vince is going to own it soon.
No, that's not happening. But go ahead. What do you say?
The thing about the attendance is AEW's never had super big packed houses. Those houses are what they are. We're bringing to light.
Behind you, gunk.
We're bringing to the light how WWE's attendance has gone down.
Yeah.
It used to be big and has gone down, so it seems like it's more negative than it really is. But what we're bringing attention is that it's gone down. AEW's houses have always been light, and they've always been the same. So it's gonna sound like we're less negative in that because we don't bring it up because we don't expect them to have big houses.
WWE's attendance, if you compare the Night 1 and Night 2 SummerSlam numbers just to year over year from what they did last year, was significantly down.
They're going to do 2 nights what they're doing in 1 night in London.
Yeah. Close to. I mean,
Well, they're trying to say there was fucking 28,000 there the first night, and there was no way there was 28,000 there the first night.
well, no, they announced over 30 for both nights. Yeah, of SummerSlam.
Somebody was telling me that night they fucking said 28,000 people. I don't know. Who knows what their numbers are? But definitely there was no way. It was only blocked off for 33,000 people. There was no way there was 31,000 people in there.
It was not a good, they didn't announce the number publicly. That tells you they weren't happy with the number.
All half the building's blocked off.
I know, but this listener who's right.
The ring was literally like the 45-yard line.
And I'll tell you this too, listener. Whenever All In, and when we review that show in a couple weeks, we will announce whatever attendance figure that is announced. And we will also announce what the capacity of Wembley is, and we'll give you a percentage as well for the house.
And you idiot. Sorry, before I forget this. The Aldous match, dude, if you had a fucking clue, you would realize, I don't care what the fucking audience is doing. The match was horrible. Gunther had to spoon feed him through the whole damn thing, and the kid, I call him the kid, was blown out of his fucking mind 30 seconds in.
So, end of the day, we will take in and appreciate all gripes and disagreements. That's what makes fucking
Come
podcasts.
up with something real.
And that's what fucking makes podcasts and listener questions and all this shit fucking worthwhile. We don't want everybody to agree with everything they say. If you got a different thought process than us, tell us.
Yep.
I say don't listen.
Keep listening.
I'm worried about this guy now. Every word I say, I'm going to be like, I'm gonna be like, where's he from?
Scunthorpe in the UK.
Yeah.
Well, it's Dopper. He's written this in before.
Well, that town's a shame to you.
Well, next week on the show, Sabu versus Terry Funk, Born to be Wired. But before we go, Hack, the cane of the week or the toast of the week?
I'm over because something. I forget what it was.
Okay.
Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside?